Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your patience.
At 7:37 a.m, a silver Ford Fiesta was involved in a collision in front of the Houses of Parliament. That vehicle collided with cyclists and pedestrians before hitting a barrier and coming to a stop. 2 people have been taken to hospital in front of the Houses of Parliament. That vehicle collided with cyclists and pedestrians before hitting a barrier and coming to a stop. 2 people have been taken to hospital. 1 man has already been discharged and 1 woman remains in hospital being treated for serious but thankfully non-life-threatening injuries. Another man was also treated at the scene but didn't require hospital treatment. The driver of the Fiesta, who was alone in the vehicle, was arrested at the scene by armed officers who were already nearby. The man is in his late 20s and he's been arrested on suspicion of terrorism offences and has been taken to a South London police station where he remains in custody. Given that this appears to be a deliberate act, the method, and this being an iconic site, we are treating it as a terrorist incident, and the investigation is being led by officers from the Counter-Terrorism Command. Officers are searching the vehicle and no other weapons have been found at this time. At this early stage of the investigation, no other suspects at the scene have been identified or reported to police. There is no intelligence at this time of further danger to Londoners or the rest of the UK connected to this incident. Our priority now is to formally establish the identity of the suspect and establish his motivation if we can. He is not currently cooperating. However, as you would expect, detectives from the Counter-Terrorism Command are making various other urgent inquiries to ensure that there is no outstanding risk to the public. Can I urge anyone who thinks that they may have information that could assist the investigation to call us on 0800 789 321. That's 0800 789 321. And thank you for the many people who've already come forward. But similarly, if you've captured footage or images of this incident, you can download those to us via our website, ukpoliceimageappeal.co.uk. That's ukpoliceimageappeal.co.uk. Clearly, we are treating the scene and Parliament Square as a crime scene, so cordons are likely to be in place for some time as the investigation team continues to carry out important work to establish exactly what happened. I can appreciate this has caused a great deal of disruption this morning to those who live, work or were visiting this area. Thank you to the public for their patience and understanding whilst we deal with the incident. We will be working as quickly and diligently as possible in order to reopen the area. But in the meantime, I'd ask that the public try and avoid Parliament Square and Westminster at this time. The safety of the public is always our top priority, and the Met Police will continue to do all that we can to protect the people of London. As always, the public should remain vigilant, and if you see anything suspicious or something that causes you concern, of course, please dial 999. So I'm happy to take a couple of questions.
Were
John.
police already in pursuit of the vehicle before it collided with cyclists and then collided with the gate? Footage appears to show sirens behind the car, 2 police vans. Is that the case?
No, I've heard that this morning. There wasn't a police car in pursuit of the vehicle. I believe it was an ambulance on a completely unrelated call.
Commissioner, the vehicle appears to drive deliberately at 2 police officers. Does it look as if the driver was targeting the police officers specifically?
We can't say that at this time. I mean, it certainly appears to be a deliberate act, but what the motivation is, we can't say.
Was it somebody that counter-terrorism police officers or the counter-extremism network was aware of before, the man that you have in custody?
We haven't formally identified him yet, so it's too early to make that judgment. On the details that we have at the moment, we don't believe this person was known to either MI5 or counter-terrorism policing. And at that point, thank you very much for your patience.
Does he appear to
Thank
be
you.
fully competent?